I mean, you picked the front row. All right, welcome. Let's go. Find a child's pose. Spread your knees nice and wide. Just a quick little check-in with everybody this morning. I'll be walking around, giving some adjustments, but if you'd rather not have any adjustments this morning, just raise your hand now so I know. Cool. All right. And then just notice what you feel. Also notice where your mind wants to go. Having that awareness, we can then start to make some adjustments, some subtle shifts in our awareness and consciousness. And starting to think louder than the thoughts, but instead of thinking of a million things, we think about just the breathing. So breathing in and out through the nose, nice and slow. Starting to create a subtle rhythm, little flow. Harnessing the mind. And then as you know, the breath will start to take control of where we go. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, like you're fogging a window. One more of those. Big breath in through nose. And lips together. Feel your belly drawing in. Your palms press into the mat. As slow as you can, slowly begin to rise. Tabletop, knees slide under your hips. Shoulders are over your wrists. Close your eyes and just start moving your head around. Maybe it starts turning into some cows and some cats. Now make some big circles, shoulders over wrists, moving around your hips. Your hips all the way back, but make sure your knees stay where they're at, so knees just under hips. And then slowly rounding your spine, rise. Just high kneeling, both arms reach up high, so no need to back bend. Tops of feet press, and then we're reaching up through the side body. And then exhale, breath, come right back down to the ground. Now exaggerate your cow as you inhale, come forward, and then we'll curl our toes and find our bear dog pose. So the knees are bent, lifting the tailbone. Bring the head down, chin toward chest. Feel your sits bones spread. Great. Now as you straighten your legs, come high on your toes, round forward to a plank. And with an exhale, lower all the way. Keep your shoulders pulling back as you reach the mat. Okay, and then low cobra to start, just a little lift of the heart. If you want to bring your forearms down, you can. You can come high, looking left to right. Bringing hands underneath your shoulders, big inhale. breath, cobra pose, and then exhale, childs. That's right back where we go. Now this becomes our flow. Inhale, high kneeling rise. Exhale, bowing right back down to your third eye. And then exaggerated cow, inhale. Exhale, bear dog, so the knees are bent as we press. And then we straighten through the legs as we inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, take it down. Cobra, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Inhale, high kneeling rise. Exhale, bowing down. Exaggerated cow, inhale. Exhale. Couple more times on your own. Maybe you have your eyes closed. You just get in your own little flow. Don't overthink what you're doing. Just let the body move. Eventually we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Just finish what you're doing, how you're flowing. So heels are pressing down toward the ground. Shoulder blades spread. Lifting your outer hips, but we're knitting the lower ribs. All right, go ahead and step your feet out as wide as your mat. Nice wide stance. And then walk your hands all the way back in between your feet. So right now we're just hanging, swaying, doing our thing, letting go of some tension that we're holding. And then keeping your feet where they're at, bend your knees, push your butt back so you're in a kind of a deep squat here. And try to make your spine parallel to the mat. Yeah, knees are pushing out. Feel your sits bones spread. And on your next inhale breath, root down and rise all the way up. Reach up, reach up, reach up, and then take it to the right for a side body stretch. Let the hips move a little bit to the left. And then press your heels out ever so slight. Inhale back through center. Exhale over to the left side. Hips are shifting to the right. And heels like almost like they're gonna flare out. You can feel it, I can't see it though. Good, back up to center, hands behind the back, interlace the fingers together. Good, notice what grip you pick. We're gonna switch it in a bit. Take a big inhale, push the hips. So move your hips forward even more. Pubic bone goes in front of the toes. Take another deep breath in. Then exhale, bend your knees and forward fold all the way down. Good, shake the head, say no and yes. Now readjust your grip so it's the opposite, pinky and thumb on the outside. So we're still going here. Let's go like so that finger goes outside. Like this. Close. Now bend your left knee really deep. Left shoulder to your left knee. You're pulling your fists away from your hips, opening up the chest into a twist. Feel the outer right hip drawing back, and then the crown of your head is reaching to the front left corner of the mat. Now we're going to switch that, bending the right knee, right shoulder to right knee. Open up the chest, pull your fists away from your hips. The crown of the head reaches front right corner as left hip draws back. Back around to center. Go ahead and release the hands. Heels pivot in, a yogi squat. Kind of move around, rock side to side. All right, now crawl forward into a plank. Your feet will step in the width of your hips, shoulders stacked over the wrist. So imagining my hand is in between your shoulder blades. Press the earth away so your upper back presses into my hand. Now push up here. Yeah, pull it right here. That's it. Exhale, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Now inhale, upward facing dog. Feel the shoulders rolling down. And then exhale, down dog. Slowly walk, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. When you land, a little bit of space between your feet, like 1 to 2 fists. Inhale, we'll go to the shins, flat back, half lift. Just pause here for a moment. Crown of the head reaching forward. Slide your shoulders back. Yeah. And then exhale, fold in half. We're going to do a little add-on flow. So each time we'll add something new. Inhale, rise up. Now with our cactus, the key is the pelvis. So before your elbows bend, push your hips forward, then start to lift the chest, elbows bend with the exhale breath. Come back to center, inhale. As you do that, pull in your lower ribs, tighten up your abs, and then exhale, fold forward. With an inhale, this time both arms reach back, and as we do that, we turn the thumbs out so the arm bones rotate externally. This allows the opening up the front of the chest, and we're sending energy forward through the crown of the head. On an exhale, chaturanga, jump or step. Inhale up. Exhales down. Take a deep breath, and then we're gonna add on to that. So your exhale breath, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, rise. Start with the cactus exhale breath. Push the hips, lift the chest. Inhale, reach up, pull the ribs in. Exhale to the right, leaning to the side, adding on, yeah? Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Back to center, inhale, breath. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, both arms reach back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down. So we add on to that one more round. With your exhale breath, jump or step. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Cactus, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lean to the right. Make your core tight, knit the ribs. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Back up, inhale, breath. Now we add on again. Exhale, knees bend and the hands sweep behind. So your knees are bent nice and deep, belly, chest toward the knees. Now your hips are gonna roll forward as you rise, gently back bending. So as the hips go forward, we can open up and lean back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. We got it now. That's our flow. Put it all together. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Move your hips, chest lifts. Reach up, belly in. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come up, inhale, breath. Knees bend, exhale, arms sweep behind. Now roll the hips forward. Inhale, rise. Beautiful, nice. Exhale, folding over thighs. Inhale, both arms reach behind. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhales down. So we're going 2 full more rounds. Remember, it's cactus, side stretch, knees bend, arms sweep. You got this. Just move and breathe. dog, maybe even a child's pose when you're done with the flow. Think about your breath. Otherwise your mind will give you a million other things to think about. If you're not in down dog yet, let's get there. Let's give the right leg a lift. Now this first time, go ahead and circle your ankle, bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, stepping to right thumb, runner's lunge. So invite a little bit of movement to settle in, forward and back, straighten and bend. And then lowering your hips, so we're down on the knee, hands on thigh, rise. First, low lunge, you decide. You can keep your hands here, pull the belly in. You can go behind, dance the ribs, take a twist. Left foot, press into it. Take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, half splits.
HPA beats.
Add a little windshield wiper to that front leg. Try to access different parts of the hamstring. Rebend your right knee. Curl the back toes underneath. Okay. And then slowly rise. Crescent lunge. Let's avoid straightening that back leg too much. We don't want the tailbone to lift up and the hip points to dump to the front. So you want to pull the hip points up and bottom ribs pull back. Now be aware of what's happening in your shoulders, your elbows, all the way up into your fingertips. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhales, down. All right, left leg lifts, ankle, knee, hip, move it. And then step to left thumb, runner's lunge. Again, you've got some time here to kind of move to adjust. Hips come down, right knee to the ground. Start with your hands on your thigh as you rise. And then start adding to it as you like. Push down into your right foot and then inhale the arms up. Exhale, half splits. Add a little windshield wiper action to it. Bends, back toes curl underneath, come up slowly, so just establishing some stability, squaring the hips and then getting hip points to lift, front ribs to pull in. Exhale, hands to the mat, and all we're going to do is add on to that. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down. Okay, so same beginning each time. Right leg, inhale, lift. Let's square off the hips on this. So right hip point down a little bit, right leg stays straight. And then exhale, step right thumb. Lower your knee, inhale, Anjane, reach up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Now we're adding on to this. Exhale, hands sweep behind. I call it arrow lunge, back leg all the way straight, crown of the head reaching forward. Your hands come to your heart. We're lifting up to warrior 3. And only the first time are we concerned about balancing. So when this is part of a flow, you'll just move through. Exhale your hands to the mat. Now, I want you to look back as you step back. So you step back and then left heel aligns with front heel. Back heel, front heel align. Reverse warrior. Now really press into the outer edge of your back foot. And then instead of letting your hips, the back of your hips lift up your butt, give a little bit of a tailbone tuck underneath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale breath. Square the hips. Exhale, step it. Low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half split. So you can sweep the hands back as you flow it. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reaching up. Exhale, hands sweep behind. Hold here, stay. Back leg strong and engaged. Coming through warrior 3, to warrior 3, hands to heart center. Just remember, when it flows, we don't hold the pose. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Take another breath. Now watch where you step. Step back and watch your back heel align with the front. And then reverse your warrior. So that sets us up for the poses that will follow. Exhale your hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down. All right, so we're adding on one more round. Right leg, inhale. Exhale, step. Beginning is the same. Low lunge, inhale, reach up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, arrow lunge. Now we're moving through warrior 3, inhaling. Exhale, falling intentionally, standing splits. Step back, reverse the warrior. And then we add, exhale, triangle pose. So right leg goes straight. Okay, stay here. Feel your right thigh bone externally rotate. So all that means is your right knee is turning outward, pointing up toward the ceiling. Now your bottom right shoulder, let's move that back. Inhale, rise. We're turning to the side, so right foot pivots. And the heels come in as we exhale down into goddess. All right, inhale coming up. Exhale, warrior 2. Make sure your left heel pivots back away from you. Good, and we want to avoid any forward lean that starts happening. Okay, so pulling your right hip back. So your left heel, just move your left heel back. Heel. There. Now straighten front leg all the way. Keep it engaged. And reach up. And see if you can pull your belly button down. One more big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the ground. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Okay, so now we do left leg, adding on one more time. Exhale, stepping to left thumb. Low lunge, beginning stays the same. Inhale. Exhale, straighten hands, sweep. High crescent, inhale. Exhale, arrow lunge. Moving through warrior 3, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Yeah, you just fall down. Step back, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose. Left thigh bone, rotating outward externally. Midsection squeeze. And then we're moving the bottom shoulder back. Yes. Inhale, breath, rise, turn to face the side. Heels go in for goddess. Now this is gonna help for the adjustment for the next pose. I want your right heel to pivot out as you come up, inhale. And then exhale, warrior 2. So that heel pivoting away from you is key to having the line of the spine straight up and down. Reverse triangle, inhale. So feel your left quadricep pulling on your thigh bone. Take one more breath in through the nose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. All right, let's all take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth. All right, so you follow the breath. Breath is the guide. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step. Starting with that low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, arms sweep. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, falling intentionally. Inhale, reverse warrior all the way up and back. Exhale, triangle, straighten the leg. Inhale, rise, turn to the side. Exhale, goddess. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg, straighten front leg. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, step. Low lunge, inhale, breath. Exhale, straighten leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands sweep behind. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, standing split. Inhale, reverse warrior. Make sure that back foot is angled in. Exhale, triangle, front leg straighten. Inhale, goddess, turn to the side. Pivot your heels in, exhale. Now heels go out, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten the leg, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. So you got that flow. One more round. Eventually we go child's pose. Moments when we stop, when the mind starts to pull us off our mats. So we think about the breath to bring us back to the present moment. And that's all this yoga is, helping us expand our awareness to find greater presence.
You are the eternal thing that comes and goes. And that furthermore, this galaxy is a function of all other galaxies. And
Down dog.
Vast thing that you see far off with telescopes, and you look and look and look. One day you're going to wake up and say, why, that's why.
There we go. Yeah, I like that.
And in knowing that, you see that you never die.
Right foot forward, runner's lunge. We're going to start with the left hand down and the right arm up for a runner's twist. Sometimes they call this dragonfly twist. I like that. Now notice your left arm. I want the elbow crease, the bicep facing the front of the mat. Now pop up on your left fingertips. Yeah. Now lower the outer right hip. Make your back leg straighter than you think it already is. Now listen, you're going to reach your left hand, your bottom arm forward, palm up, and then you're going to turn your chest even more open to the side. And then prayer hand twist. That left tricep comes outside the right thigh. Right palm presses into the left. That press is the rising of the chest. See if you can take slower, deeper breath. A little bit stronger back leg. Yes. And release. Step your back foot forward. Separate your feet 2 fist distance. Your peace fingers grab a hold of your big toes. With that, you inhale, half lift, and then exhale, fold. So there's this big muscle that goes from your top of your shoulders down the middle of your back called your traps, your trapezius. We try to take some of the tension out of that by getting the shoulder blades to spread and the shoulders to move out of the neck.
And that vast thing that you see far off with telescopes, and you look and look and look.
One more deep breath.
Wake up and say, why, that's me.
Good, now release your toes. Keep your feet, bend your knees, chair pose. Now check this. Both hands are reaching directly forward below your ears, below your face. Because in our chair, I want the hips to be really far back. In fact, my knees are behind my toes. Hands are forward, not up. Chest up, look up. Okay? Push your knees out a little bit, seep deeper into this. If you're feeling this in your lower back, yeah, we're tending to do that. So pull in your front ribs and then sit down. Now, only go with your arms up so much that you don't bother your spine or create tension in your lower back. So if you go too high, you'll dump into your lower spine. And we're focused on the legs here today, yeah? Breathe. Keep the ribs pulled in, lift your chin. 3, 2, and 1. Stand. Close your eyes. Feel the earth supporting you beneath your feet. Endless potential above us. Good. inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Now give your left leg a lift so you're in a standing splits. What I want to have you do with it is turn your toes out to the side. Really turn those toes out really wide. It's almost like a half moon, but we're not fully opening up, just from this. Step back into left flying monkey skandasana. Here we want the right toes pointing toward the ceiling. The focus of this pose today especially is the external rotating of the thigh. What I mean is we want that right knee to turn upward toward the ceiling. So if that means you have to be on the ball of your foot, all good, that's how it works for me. And we're gonna reach right peace fingers toward right big toe. Maybe left arm extends out, maybe hand goes to thigh. You might be on the ball of the foot. If you can get it flat, maybe try that. Not today. Okay. Awesome. Let's come through center, 2 straight legs. Crawl around to the front, runner's lunge. Now you're going to move your right foot back about 3 to 6 inches. And set your palms flat at the front of your mat. Now shift forward into your hands, left leg lifts. We're gonna do a jump switch. Now this might actually turn into a handstand if you got it, but eventually you're just gonna jump and switch onto your left foot. Nice. Now once you land on that left foot, let's go ahead and stay there. So left foot is up at the front of the mat. If it's at the middle of your mat, take a couple little hops to the top. Now when you come to stand, grab your right knee in your right hand. Rise. Well, that's perfect music timing, right? All right, stand up really tall. Hug your hips in. This is your glute medius and your inner thigh, your gracilis. Now bring the knee out to the side. We want to maintain external rotation to the thigh. So imagine the arch of your foot is kicking your neighbor's butt in front. Yep. Now reach inside for the big toe. Then start to extend. Now we want the right sit bone to tuck underneath. So if you think about it, that right heel is scooping toward the ceiling. Yes, crazy, huh? Look at that, all that space. So good. Standing strong in that left leg. Bring it around to center. And as you sweep the foot back, it either goes to the mat, then you go into a crane or a crow, or you play with handstand. So you got handstand practice, crane or crow. Inner thighs. Squeeze them. Push up to the ceiling. Nope, keep them together. Legs together. Push to the ceiling. Up, 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 up. All right. I'll meet you back in down dog. Take your time. You know her, she's fine. It's all right. It's all good. All right, deep breath in. Open your mouth. We're going left foot forward now, runner's lunge. Your right hand's gonna stay down, your left arm reaches up, we twist. Now let's check in. Your right bicep and elbow crease are facing the front of the mat. Now pop up on your fingertips. That's it. Now outer left hip down a bit. Back leg even straighter than it already is. Now your bottom arm reaches forward, right arm forward, palm up. Find more twist, then prayer hands. Left palm presses, that drives the chest up towards your thumbs. And then think headrest of a car. Push your head back into the headrest. Let's go one more deep breath. And release. Right foot steps forward. Separate the feet 2 fist distance. This time the hands are sliding underneath Padahastasana. Toes touching your wrists. And again, that big muscle from the shoulders down the middle of the spine. It's your trapezius. Instead of pinch or squeeze, I want your shoulder blades spreading So the elbows move toward the outer calves. Now releasing your hands from that. Okay, let's go hands to your heart. Chair pose, hands to heart. Look down, I want you to see your toes so your knees shift back. And if you feel any sensation in your lower back when we do this, like any negative sensation, I feel my lower back, yeah, but it's not pain. If I start doing that, then yeah, there's strain. So what I want to do is bring my arms straight forward, like you're holding a block right out in front of you. Chest up more, shoulders down. Now sit lower, pull your front ribs in, lift your chin, and then only go as high as there's still no discomfort in the lower spine. Neutral head position, gazing forward, not down. Pull the front ribs in even more. 3, sink deeper. 2, and 1, rise up. Everyone's asking for goddess again, huh? All right, big inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg, give it a lift. So you're in a standing split, but then you turn your toes out an exaggerated amount. Yeah, really turn the toes outward, not down. Open up that hip, open it, open it, open it, open it. And then step back into flying monkey. Skandasana, a lot of people call this in different yoga places other than here. Toes to the sky, that external rotation of the thigh, and then reaching with your left piece fingers, grabbing the big toe, maybe extending the right arm out. Maybe your heel is off the ground, and that's all right. All right, come through center, half lift, pivot to the front, and then bring your left foot back just a few inches, palms flat at the front of your mat. You're shifting forward to practice a handstand. Really, it's just a jump switch. And eventually, that's what we learn to get into our handstand. It's by finding a sense of lightness, letting the shoulders stack over the wrist. Feel free, handstanders, to play with it. And I'll meet you on the right foot. Now, hot lava. Left knee to chest. Grab it in your hand. Come to stand. We establish balance through stability. That's hugging the hips in, glute med and inner thigh. Then we'll bring the knee out to the side. We want to maintain the external rotation of the thigh. So kicking that person up in the front with the sole of your foot. Yep. Then reach inside. Grab the big toe. Begin to extend, but keep that left sit bone tucked underneath. You don't have to go all the way out to the side. In fact, that probably doesn't work for most bodies. One more scoop. Scoop some ice cream with your heel. Scoop it up. Back to center. You got the option, handstand or arm balance as you sweep the leg back. So playing with the handstand. Back in a child's pose. There we go. Feel that? That's your break. This is the extended leg. Break. All right, come forward on your forearms and toes, dolphin pose. You're You're walking your toes up towards your elbows, and I want everyone just to feel what wrong is like so you can know how to do it right. Look forward and shift forward your nose to your thumbs. That is a whole lot of wrong. Now push it back. That's where I want you to be. Yep, armpits towards shins, and then one leg lifts. You want to try and get your toes as close to your wrists as you can get. And if you look up, it's going to be much more of a challenge. So instead of looking forward, look down between your elbows. Come on. Now switch, do the other leg. Yeah. And then rest in a child's pose. All right, downward facing dog, down dog. So I truly believe most of the change that happens for us is when we meet limiting beliefs, when we face challenges, when we get uncomfortable, when we do hard things. So let's get uncomfortable in this next pose. Right leg lifts. Your right knee is going to go to your left elbow. Now I want you to spin your back foot flat just so you can kick your right foot up towards your left hand. Now both hands are staying down on the mat. Remember I said uncomfortable? That's that part. Now pivot onto the ball of your back foot, rotating your left hip point down toward the ground. Now bring your hips a little bit lower, but don't rest. Lift your chest. Get your hips lower, 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 and almost like in an up dog position. This is your IT band and all these muscles around the outer hip. You also feel it in your shoulders a little bit. See if you can shift some weight into your left hand more than just the right. For 3, 2, 1. Now slide to the wrist, pigeon. There you go. Get the hips to move back. If you have a desire to have your shin parallel to the front of the mat, please don't move your foot forward. Instead, move your knee out and then back. I'll give you the same effect without the knee stress. Down dog. So let's do that fun little thing again on the left. It's all perspective, right? What if you started labeling all the uncomfortable things in life fun? Would they suck as much? Probably not. Left leg lifted up. Left knee, right elbow, touch. Back foot goes flat just for a moment so I can get that left foot all the way up to the front. Then I pivot onto the ball, the back foot. Whoa, this one extra fun. Lower your hips a little bit, chest up, breathe. And just notice how the weight wants to go into the left hand. That's you moving away. Move into the right hand a little bit more. I know for some people in the room, they actually don't feel this a little bit. Isn't that crazy? Lauren, do you feel it at all? Slightly. Pigeon. Oh. Good. Knee out and back. And then shift the hips.
As if that were the end of the show. It won't happen anymore. And therefore, to be afraid of all the things that might bring about there, pain, sickness, suffering. And if you don't know, you see, if you're not really vividly aware of the fact that you are basically the works, you have no real joy in life.
bringing that right leg around to the front, lying onto our backs. Knees bent, feet flat. So we're going to engage the internal obliques and the transverse abs. So to do that, you're just pulling your lower ribs, your belly to the floor. So you're engaging the core. You're exhaling the breath, holding that in, but don't hold the breath out. Just keep breathing. And then go ahead and lift your hips up into a bridge. Now what we typically do is like 5 breaths. Yes, that's the common thing. But what I'm going to invite you to do is go a little bit longer. So past the 5 breath mark. Maybe when the legs start shaking, or when you notice, oh, this is normally when I would come down, when I would quit. Just stay up a little bit longer for this.
Basically the works. You have no real joy.
And exhale, come on down. We're gonna double the time on the next one. Just showing you where you normally quit or give in, and going past it. Maybe it's in an upward facing bow or just another bridge pose. Here we go, take it up. Going beyond just the average 5 breath we normally take in this pose. Notice, just feel for yourself, when do I normally come down? That's when the pose just starts. That's when it begins. Three more breaths. Chin to chest, come down, rest.
If you awaken from this illusion, and you understand that black implies white, self implies
so you're
other,
going to let both your knees just fall to the
life
right side of your mat.
death, or shall I say, death implies life.
And then it's almost just like you're trying to press your inner left knee down toward the ground. It's not a twist yet. We'll get there next.
Not as a
That inner left knee is pressing toward the
not as
floor.
something here on probation, not as something that has arrived here by fluke.
And then both knees fall to the left. Your inner right knee is going to press to the floor.
As absolute. What you are basically, deep down, far in, is simply
Coming back to center, hug your right knee into your chest. Left leg extends.
of existence itself.
Pull the right knee across the body for a twist. Adjust by moving your left hip back. And crawl your left shoulder blade out a little bit more so your right shoulder blade can get a little bit more flat into the mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Come back around to center now. Hug left knee to chest. Right leg extends forward. And then we're bringing the left knee across the body, scooting the right hip back. So you want to scoot that right hip back a little bit. And then right shoulder blade is scooting out, left shoulder blade down. Your nose, open up your mouth. Coming back around to center now. Happy baby, reaching for your feet. Maybe rocking a little bit side to side. Just holding onto your your feet, extend your legs wide. And then bring both your legs straight up in the air and just let them kind of float there. Maybe your arms come up and your wrists go limp. It's in your practice and you want it, you can go into a plow pose or a shoulder stand supported. And slowly starting to bring it all the way down. Alright, do a little scan of the body. Feel your muscles relax. Feel your jaw kind of settle back. Maybe you can even feel in between your eyebrows a little extra space being made as you relax even into your face. Taking a deep breath in, nice and slow. Let it go. breath in. Very intentional with your movements. Bending your knees and choosing intentionally which side you roll to next. Coming to a seat. Hands together at heart center. Just take a moment to acknowledge your presence, your body, your breath. Inhale together slowly. And now for an Om, inhale. Shanti, 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 peace. Namaste. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate your presence. I got new fun stickers for all my goddesses in the room, which all of you for doing goddess with me all the time. There's a little picture of me doing goddess. So you can come grab one or two. There's two different kinds, so feel free to come grab one. I would love it if you threw it on your water bottle, repped it wherever you like. All right, I'll be back tomorrow for 15. Thanks, everybody.